All right, guys, here we go. February 1st. First on deck is Apple. And as you can see, we're trading prices well over the 20s. So we expect a little bit more pullback here and under the 200. So a little bit more bearish actually than bullish at this point in time. And we're looking for possible support in this range around 140. And the reason being we had a support here, a pivot 180 to the upside, came back, retested it, several wicks into that area. And then of course the big meltdown here, and then our reversal back up. So near term, let me put the 8 exponential just to kind of see where we are. As long as we're holding this, that's fine, but it's beginning to flatten out. So maybe, depending on the news today, we'll see if we hold or run. And then we have earnings actually um, tomorrow, Thursday, for Apple. And that's what everyone's going to be watching for, okay? Because what's going to happen, we're going to come down. We'll probably, if they're not earnings, come down here and hit the 20 or come up here and start trading above the 200. I mean, that's a little bit of a wide spread there. But yeah, I think the fireworks are going to be popping off tomorrow on that. And I don't know, I'm leaning more bearish, to be honest with you, not to, you know, try to forecast anything necessarily. And just on talking to you, I see might have a little, oh, that's a bad line, little trend line here coming up, and we're getting to, you know, um, this support line again to trade sideways and maybe to the down. So we'll definitely be watching that. And then AMD, it's a popular one, popping off of earnings yesterday. But as you can see, a lot of the times, not a lot, probably 99% of the time, you can look left and see, where the next potential, resistance is. And right here we have this little push to the upside, then a gap down, and this whole space empty. That's pretty much gap support. So support is what on coming back up, resistance. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised, especially if we, get a little bad news, bearish news today, that we pull back under this 200 here. Okay. And let me see where the 8 exponential is. Okay, it's even way down here. Okay, we'll probably come back into it. Now you do have this drift across here. Matter of fact, you got to go all the way back. Oh, that's pretty cool. We got this low pivot there, right across that low pivot, bounce, basically came back through it, tried to get up there a few times here, try to get over. So that's a significant price zone as well. And funny how it gapped up, came back in and tested that. So yeah, that 8 will catch up with price. Either will go sideways or sideways and down. And then once you get under the 8, more than likely you'll come, into that 20. So let me take that back off. I like to keep these charts real clean. All right, Amazon. Everyone asking about Amazon earnings. Yeah, tomorrow as well. Man, this is a loaded week. As you can see again, another example of that gap down, support, and then it becomes resistance. And here we are right now, inside bar, inside that green bar, 8 exponential right in there. And yeah, they're stacked up, one on top of another, the 20, and then the 8 exponential. Where's our 50? Oh, that's better. I mean, that's beginning to try to, get positive for us here. Just trying to clear all that off. And again, earnings, are people buying as much online? I mean, I know, the concrete mortar, shopping centers, malls, stores are kind of taking a hit these days, have been, for a long while, but especially with this recession. So, uh, yeah, I'm more, a little bit more bearish and bullish, trying to see if we have any type of trend line through here. Not really. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any other Easter eggs in here we could see that might help. One thing I do see is maybe, this high pivot area across there. If I make that straight, might help a little bit, should price pull in there. But it depends on just, honestly, you've seen it too. Earnings that come out that have been horrible and the stock bounces. Earnings that come back that have been fantastic, beat earnings and it's dropped. Now, I'm not talking about just Amazon, I'm talking about, about any stock out there. I mean, it's just a random roll of the dice. That's why, I don't know, unless we're in a certified incredible bull market. And I got in, way back in the day and it's already run, 100 points or whatever. I really don't hold through earnings. That's, just my little pet peeve or whatever. But I do see something here that, so we'll see if it come down. Most times you hit a trend line on the third time, it'll, one bounce, two bounce, three bounce. So I'll leave that in there and we'll see. Then you have this little consolidation pivot zone right there that, may help. And I think Meta, people were asking about that. If I can find it on here. Come on. All right. Now, tomorrow, no, today. Let's see. Does it tell when? Sometimes it will give you it. Okay, I guess that's at night. Aftermarket. Okay, aftermarket closes. All right. Well, it's kind of holding there, but we definitely hit the 200 from an extremely low price range. And almost 100% of the time, you get rejected from that. So that's why we're pulling back. And then you have this concrete wall over several weeks to months that was support, 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 support. Now, even if we give us, it's going to be resistance. So the only way I see Meta making any moves is have a hellacious, positive, bullish earnings report, and then stacked on top of that, the market, Wall Street goes ahead and blesses them, and they gap this thing up like we saw earlier. Other than that, yeah, I'll probably pull back in here. And the first spot, probable spot, is just try to get as many um, high and low pivots through there as you can. See, with the 20, that's big. Consolidation, consolidation, basically previous resistance. Then we got up, then over here, this is resistance. So now we're suspecting support, probable support. So that's all you have to go on is probabilities, odds, percentages. And as many of those as you have in your corner, the better off, you are. The higher the odds, higher probability that's going to abide by your thesis that this should be, near-term support. But okay, guys, have a great day. Interesting in the middle to the end of the week, and we will see you on the charts.